I just got off of work. But anyway, welcome back to the late night episode of Arcasting. And tonight, we're not going to be talking about a hard hat and safety glasses, okay? But
what we are going to do
is we're going to go to Walmart. And we're going to get
5 lures
from Walmart. Buy them, bring them home, talk about them. I had a subscriber message me on Instagram again and ask, basically he said, is there any way you could go to Walmart and buy 5 baits that will help me catch more fish? And I said, absolutely I will. So here we go. This whole aisle and this whole aisle is the fishing section at my Walmart. And before I get into the baits that I'm gonna pick and talk about, just want to show you guys, you have your weights here, swivels, fishing line, scents for baits, more fishing line, polarized glasses, accessories, stuff for boats, your braided dock line, electronics, reels, rods are up there, Zebco rods, Barbie rods, frozen rods, more baits, jig heads, beetle spins, Rapalos, rooster tails. It's all fishing stuff. But anyway, if I had to pick 5 baits, I know exactly which 5 I'm gonna pick. And the first one is gonna be, it's gonna be the War Eagle double willow blade spinnerbait in the 3/8 ounce size. It's bait number 1. Do they have it? Bait number 2, normally I would pick like a flippin' jig or a structure jig, but I don't really care too much for the regular jigs they have here, so I'm gonna pick a Strike King Hack Attack heavy cover swim jig, also in the 3/8 ounce size. Now, let's go over here a minute. The third bait is gonna be a pack of the 5-inch Gary Yamamoto Cincos. This is the watermelon black and red color. That's bait number 3. I might as well add, I would also pick the brush hogs, but this is just for this video. Anyway, the 4th bait. It's gonna be the Strike King KVD 1.5 squarebill crankbait. And this 1.5 is the Tennessee shad color. That is bait number 4. I should get 2 of those. No, I'll wait. Anyway. And then bait number 5 is gonna be the Rebel Pop R, but this is the Magnum Popper, and the color is silver black. So I'm gonna go check out, buy these baits, go home and talk about them. Now, there will be a part 2 to this episode where I take just these 5 baits and fish with them, but this is just part 1 of the video because the subscriber asked for it, so.
Please take your change. Cash is dispensed below the scanner.
Just figured I might as well say this. The total for the 5 baits was $29.38. So, let's get out of here. Oh yeah. All right, now I'm not gonna go all crazy in depth into these baits like I normally would, but if you guys want to check out the top 5 best fall bass fishing lures video that I did, go ahead. I'm going to leave the link down in the description, and I actually went pretty in depth with some of the baits. But anyway, let's start off with this 3/8 War Eagle spinnerbait. Basically, a spinnerbait, I'm going to fish that when it's really windy outside, or in spring and the fall. Once in a while in the summer, and like I said at the store, it's a 3/8 ounce. Pretty sure this is the blue pearl. Yeah, the blue pearl shad color. And with a spinnerbait, like I've always said, I'm either going to use a 3/8 or a 1/2 ounce, and I'm going to fish it on probably a 7-foot or a 7'1" medium power fast action, or a medium heavy power fast action. And the line is just about always going to be 15-pound fluorocarbon. Like I was saying, I was going to pick a regular jig, but I didn't like the ones that they had, so I picked the swim jig. On this 3/8, most of the time I'll use this jig with a trailer, this swim jig, on a medium heavy power rod, and it's probably going to be 17-pound fluorocarbon, unless I'm fishing it in heavy cover with like a Kitech swim bait trailer. If it's in heavy cover, I'm going to use 50-pound braid or 65-pound braid, but most of the time when I'm fishing it, it'll be 17 to 20-pound test fluorocarbon. And this is, pretty sure this is the natural bluegill color, and of course it does have the Gamakatsu hook. So anyway, oh yes, the Strike King KVD 1.5 squarebill crankbait. These, like anything natural or silver or shad, or even the bluegill colors or the chartreuse, a lot of the colors. I love these in the spring and the fall, especially when the water's in the 60, 65, 70 degree range. When I'm using a squarebill, most of the time it's going to be on 12 to 15-pound test fluorocarbon. If I want this 1.5 squarebill crankbait, which pretty sure it's a 3/8 in weight, if I want this crankbait to go up to like 7 feet, I'll use 10-pound test fluorocarbon. If I'm fishing it around edges, weeds, or whatever, I'll use 17 or 20 if I want to keep the bait shallow. Anyway, it's going to be a medium power fast action rod or a medium power moderate action rod, depending on what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to fish. On to the Cinco, which is a favorite bait for many people. And personally, to me, these baits flat out work. You can put it on a shaky head, wacky rig, weightless Texas rig, Carolina rig. There's a bunch of other rigging options too. With the weightless Cinco, I'm just about always going to use fluorocarbon. Usually 15 to 17-pound test, again, depending on where I'm fishing. But once in a while, I do like to put the Cinco on a spinning rod with 8 to 10-pound test fluorocarbon and fish it that way. Just to, I don't know, just because it's fun. It's cool. The last bait is the Rebel Popper. This is the Magnum Popper, and it is a, yes, I knew it was a 1/2 ounce with a number 4 hook. Excuse me, 2 number 4 hooks. Anyway, the majority of the time, I like to fish a Rebel Popper in the fall, and most of the time it's going to be fished on a medium power fast action rod or a medium heavy, depending on the weight of the bait, if it's lighter, if it's heavier. Anyway, for the line, with a popper, most of the time, I will use 15-pound monofilament. Once in a while, I will use 30-pound braid. These baits have been, like, very well known. They always work. Well, not always, but they've been known to catch big fish. They work all the time. They're great baits. I like them a lot. Now remember, there will be a part 2 to this video. It's not going to be right away. Part 2, where I take the baits and I fish with them, is either going to be, I think it's going to be sometime in October or November. I'm going to keep those baits because of the subscriber, and I'm going to fish with them in the fall. But anyway, I have to go to sleep. I had a long day at work, and then I filmed this video. It's close to 3 in the morning. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, that is going to be it for me for the day. That's a good one.
That looks like a good one.
Yeah. Just kidding. That's not a good one at all.